What is up, everybody? Hope everybody can hear me out there. Uh, so decided to start things off this week with a little bit of Grandia 2 because I forgot I hadn't played it in a while and I forgot where I'm at. So there's that. What's up, Thousand Star? What's up, Let? Hope everybody's doing well out there today. Oh boy, one of the games that I wish would have got an actual real remake, but hey, I don't mind it because two is my one of my favorite RPGs of pretty much all time. So I love this game. The first one ain't too bad. The third one, the combat system is amazing. The story just sucks. But this one is probably my favorite. My This is without hands down probably my favorite. So here we go. That gives us up. Okay. Yeah, because it's not snowing here, thankfully, this weekend. It's just supposed to be it's just real cold. So we'll see. Let's see. Thousand Star, it's on everything now. The Grandia HD collection is on everything because I'm playing on my Switch. So yeah, it's one of those ones that I think when they put it out, they just put it out on everything. If I'm not mistaken, I think Square Enix still has the rights to this. That's why I was wondering why they never put three out because three was on the PS2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was PS2. So I don't know why they never put the third one out. That's another thing. Like I know everybody have their like favorites, but like for instance, like one of my favorite games is Onimusha 3, Onimusha 3 Demon Siege. Like they'll put out one and two, but won't put out three, which annoys me. Because I was not paying attention last fight. Yeah, and it goes on sale a lot. So like I'll probably the next sale it'll probably be on sale because this one and like the Onimusha games they always go on sale. Let's see. So how do I want to attack this? Because I don't have. Oh yeah, because I gave old girl her lightning back. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I don't want to waste that. I'll just do this. That'll take one of them out. Um, Your guy. Love this move. That's another thing. I wonder why ain't nobody ever did like a. I wonder if Sega will since Nintendo has the Genesis in it, so I wonder if they'll let them do like a Dreamcast in it. So, oh no, 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 no. I, I don't think I gave her move set back. Oh yeah, Trinell. I've never understood that either. Like the whole thing with Roy. Like Roy is pretty much a fan favorite on Smash, and like for some reason they will not put that game out over here, and I don't know why. Because at first I thought maybe it was probably because because I know like the earlier Fire Emblem games were kind of like they they were known to be like heavy on the themes. So I was wondering if they had something probably thematically they didn't want to change or something. But I'm like, dude, I don't think that's the case. I wouldn't think so anyway. But yeah, I don't understand that either. I really don't for the life of me. She does have life up. Why? Okay, Boom Flame. That's some skill item use. Quick Blast. Okay. Hmm. All right. Where's the audit? All right, there we go. Hey, what's up, Knight? Just on a little bit of Grandia too. Whoa, close, close call. Ah, I got hit anyway. Come get this work. Oh, cool! I got initiative this time, which means I'm gonna magic you guys. You can all get this work. Okay, that wasn't cool. Thought it would take everybody out, but I guess not. Let's see. What do I want? Well, I only got one electrum stone, limestone. I'll use Quake. Oh, okay, Trinell, I didn't know that. So the game that's on the Fire Emblem for GB is the prequel to Roy's game. Okay, that's kind of messed up. I wonder if they're ever gonna like. Well, no, Nintendo probably ain't gonna HD 2D nothing. So I would wonder if they would ever remake any of those earlier Fire Emblem games. That would probably be interesting if they were to ever actually do that. Because to be fair, I didn't know nothing about the Fire Emblem series until Smash. Well, I take that back. I did know about the first uh, couple games because they had that OVA. For some reason, one of the video stores at my college, the college I went to, one of the video stores actually had the OVA for Fire Emblem, and I actually got a chance to watch it, which was it was a very good OVA. It was like 3 episodes, so I was sitting there like, this is actually a good story, and I never knew what it was. And then I learned about Fire Emblem like when GameCube came out. And then I remember, hey, I watched this. I watched this guy named, well, because he wasn't Mars, it was Mars in the Japanese version, which is pretty cool. I wonder if they'll ever put that OVA out, like officially. Officially. All of you can get this work. And Roy's father need to put Roy's father in the next Smash. That'll really make everybody mad. I will never understand why people get mad about characters showing up in Smash. Like everybody wants their couple of people to be in Smash and get mad if they don't. Which actually makes me wonder, like, what is the plan for Smash going forward now? because to me they kind of need a they kind of not a not a remake perhaps, but like a just a fresh start. So probably needs to go back to basics. I would think. Probably let one of the young bucks in the garage team do it and see what they come up with. That would actually be pretty cool. Okay, what am I doing? I need to go back around. Yeah, there it is. Oh, Psychic Sandwich would be Psychic Sandwich would be awesome. But then I kind of want Metroid Dread Sandwich too. So I'm kind of I kind of want both, which is kind of funny because that's the other thing too. Like, who do you? Because like as much as I like Breath of the Wild, Link, I kind of miss my hook shot. So I kind of like, hey, y'all can put Link in there, but can I get his hook shot grab back instead of having to walk up on somebody? I kind of want the hook shot grab to come back. And can we get Samurai slash Samoan Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom? But I know what would be hilariously awesome if they bring in like somebody from Crazy Taxi. That would be hilarious if they had a character from Crazy Taxi and Afro Thunder from Ready to Rumble Boxing. That would be pretty. That would be awesome if they actually did that. I know some people probably lose their mind because they were like, "This isn't a Smash." I'm like, dude, they're video game characters. Let it ride. Oh, hydrated Ganondorf. Yeah, dehydrated Ganondorf. That would be funny too. That would be awesome if they did that too. See, there's a lot of places they could go with it that would just actually be hilarious. And knowing how much Sakurai likes to troll, Trinell put Afro Thunder and Twin Tail in there. Put both of them in there. I'm surprised nobody's did a remaster or HD re up for Ready to Rumble. Ready to Rumble was fun. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Then again, I wonder how they would go about. Well, no, because that's still like Afro, Ready to Rumble can still work. It just has to be it has to be super arcadey. They wouldn't be able to do like that because I hate it when they try to make something that's arcadey into simulation, like what they did with playgrounds. I kind of hate when they did that. What they did that with playground with NBA Playground. Instead of making it an arcade style game, they kind of tried to make it a simulation arcade game, which to me didn't make sense and kind of made it whack, in my opinion. I don't know. I know there's a couple of licenses, but I don't think it's a lot. I don't think it's like Def Jam, like the Def Jam games. Like the Def Jam games, that was all licensed music. So there's no way in the world they were getting that. Um, but I don't think it was like I don't think it was like the music that they had was like that. I don't think anyway. I just love those. those Ready to Rumble commercials and the because there was a Ready to Rumble commercial and the what was it, the Army Men Sergeant's War, those commercials was hilarious to me. Um, Actually, I think this is all. No, that ain't all. I know she got one. There it is. Burn flame. Should get them before. Oh crap. Oh, at least it ain't on her. Right. He's gonna catch. He's gonna catch. That should not go back enough for Rowan to get out of the way. Nope, it didn't. Jeez. But yeah, you got it. And so are you. Which also reminds me, I'm wondering if they are gonna add like because they don't need to do another ginormous uh character roster for Smash. They just need to keep it simple. Like maybe what 20, 30 characters with two fight passes. Because I know people gonna as much as we don't like DLC, some people just gotta have a DLC. So at this point it's par for the course, I guess. Well, oh yeah, I forgot all about because they did use Michael Buffer. That is true. They did. I completely forgot about that. Especially seeing this out in the second when you had to fight him. But yeah, I wonder how do they get around that. You could always like get another announcer, I guess, and just don't try to mimic his voice. I know to probably take some of it out. I know some people probably get mad at that, but I mean, it is what it is at this point. I don't want to be bare bones either, but I do think like we don't need to have 80 characters in there, not off the rip, because probably just go back to having like it be like pretty much the main Nintendo characters, and then just your whatever DLC you get, that'll be the third party representation. And just if for the look, as somebody who likes a single player adventure mode in a fighting game, I would love for Subspace Emissary or something to come back like that. Not like what we got with World of Light, because World of Light was basically event mode, uh, playing around as a actual story mode. I didn't appreciate that. So um I don't think it'll be bare bones, but I do think that there is like room to say, okay, we do need to take it back to like 25 or like 25 main characters or 30 main characters and then just have two fight passes with and that'll be your whole that's where your third party representation will come from. At least that's how my thinking of it would go. Like because that to me that's what makes the most sense. Because as much as I like those all those characters we got, it was kind of a little bit daunting with all those with every character being like that. like 80 characters. Like, dude, that's way too many. And if we're gonna have the memes in there, have them like actually have a meaning for something meaningful for it, I guess. Subspace was fun. I still don't understand why they never like went with like because that's a game like since it was basically a side scrolling beat 'em up inside of a fighting game. To me, they could have easily just made that a standalone and just you can use your amiibo with it and just your updates would be like different game worlds. Like for instance, have one of them be like a Pokemon world, have one of them be uh Star Fox world, you know, something like that. Like you don't have to. You could have did it like that. So yeah. Well, for me to pick to answer your question, Trinell, that's where you start. That's when you get digging like the Nintendo bag a little bit. Um, because like, look, give the people that was complaining about Waluigi, give them Waluigi. Then, if that's what they want, give them Waluigi. So give them a couple players they didn't get. Put Twin Tail in there. Um, you know, some of the newer characters from some of the newer games. Like the put the characters from Astral Chain. And personally, I think just because I think it would be probably better if they did this would be to put Beautiful Joe and put Joe from Beautiful Joe in there. All right, come on, man. Please not this guy's bad. If you put Smash Run in there, it's like a separate thing. I can see that working. Smash Run was way better than Smash Tour. I'll put it like that. Smash Run was just way more fun than the Smash Tour thing that they came up with for Wii U. So I agree with that. I wouldn't mind seeing that. So I wouldn't mind seeing that. But like that's why I said they got a lot they can work from if they chose to go that route. They have a lot to choose from if they want to do anything. I just think it probably just needs like not a go back to basics, but like just something a little different. Okay, let me grab this. So y'all want to smoke? All right. And of course, with Smash, it's all about the presentation because as long as it's fun, I think people because it's basically a party game. So as long as people having a good time, okay. So how do I want to go about? Oh, I should probably just burn them. Burning them works. There we go. That's all over in the circle. All of you guys in a nice little circle. Yeah, the music that they put in Smash is like that. It's crazy the amount that they are able to curate and put in there, put in those games, and some of them from people that ain't even in the game. Because like instead of like Richter and Simon Belmont, I'll probably put in Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden. And as much as I love the Shinobi's Revenge, I'd love to see Joe in there too. Joe Musashi. So I'm like, yeah, because that game's fun. If you have not played that game, you probably need to check it out. Very fun game. That should get all four of them. They keep doing that attack. Jeez. Okay, there we go. Now, yep, that is very true because there was what because we got the Nekaruru theme in from Samurai Showdown in there. I'm like, she is not in this game. She was in the trailer, but she's not in the game. Oh boy, gotta love a good factory, especially in a fantasy game which you don't really use guns, but you got everything else. Interesting. I always found that to be interesting. Also, I never understood why none of the army men weren't in Smash. Now that I think about it, because that would have been a hilarious troll move to put like the army men in there. What's this? Is there? Oh dang! I didn't know that was over there. Brick cover. Let's just go this way. Well, so now let me ask you this: who would you bring over from Street Fighter then? Would you bring instead of bringing Ken or you? Would you bring like Chun Li and Cammy? Or I mean, yeah, like Chun Li and Cammy, or like Akuma and Goken, or something like that? Or is it one of those situations where they probably have to? It's probably one of those situations where like Capcom has to do that or whatever. I would probably try to bring somebody else from the franchise as opposed to like having somebody that we already had once in there. That's around 21. And wait a minute, where am I going? I don't miss running one all the way back to the front. Uh, how easy it is to get turned around in this factory. Okay, did that. I think I shouldn't have went. Yeah, I think that's where I messed up. Okay. I think this is okay. So that's isn't this will be like a save this very quick before I forget because I always forget to save multiple times in this game. That reminds me, I need to go back and finish up Fatal Furies. There's a couple of characters I need to finish on Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Cause I didn't I practiced a little with Chun Li, but I didn't do her arcade mode story yet. I need to do that. I do like her. I do like Chun Li's moveset though. It's actually pretty dope. I got to give SNK props though. They did a good job with the Street Fighter characters in there. Oh crap! Okay, he got. All right. Oh, dude, it should be zero. Yeah, and what is it, anime sword characters? But then they beg for Dante. I still find that funny that people were mad about anime sword characters, but they kept begging for Sora and Dante from. They got Sora, but they kept begging for Dante from Devil May Cry. I'm like, y'all just complained about anime sword characters, and you're begging for Dante from Devil May Cry, who is literally an anime sword character. Like you can't make this up. Let me go this way. Yeah, can't do anything that way. Or at the very least, Capcom should let Beautiful Joe come over since Beautiful Joe was on the GameCube first. Did I, did I already do this? Yeah, but I didn't go the other way. All right. Since I got a full magic, I might as well. No. There we go. Now let's put them on fire. Get some. You can get some. They're constantly going at the room. Estelle would be a good. Estelle would probably be a good choice because either Estelle or Reen. I would say Adolf Christian from the Yeast games, but I don't know how that would. Well, he probably would work out as far as like if they wanted to do like a Nihon Falcon since they've gotten more chummy over the years. I still think the next Smash Brothers is gonna have like uh either Master Chief or Marcus Phoenix in it from Microsoft. I don't think it's good. While I do still think it probably will still be Banjo, I'm for some reason I got a feeling it's gonna be uh Master Chief. Shoot, might even be Master Chief and Doom Guy or Doom Slayer, not Doom Guy. Why did I say Doom Guy? Doom Slayer. Broadsword, fishbowl, warp knife, soul eater. See, I like this. I like the warp knife though because I actually warp to the actual person. But I do like the Soul Eater though. Mm. Decisions. Soul Eater it is. All right. Let's see. Does she have another bow? She doesn't. Fish. I do need to change his armor up at some point. Demon's Tears. That's presses IP slowing. Rival Gem. Evasion. Rage Ring. Damage ups SP recovery by 3. But they ain't going that thing giving you no damage though. Uh no, I'll give him the room necklace. Alright. Okay, so I can't go to that one, so I gotta go to this one. And should be able to walk around and kill these guys. And that should burn them a burning tornado. Oh, one of them already down. You go. And you go. And you go. All right. So I'm wondering, like, who would y'all want? Would y'all want like from like if they were to put somebody from Microsoft in there, would y'all want Marcus Phoenix, Master Chief, or since they got Bethesda, the Doomslayer? Even though if they did do Doomslayer, we could finally get that awesome Annabelle and Isabel and Doomslayer team up that everybody been basically wanting. The Pandemonium Trinell will probably come if Alloy or Astrobot comes in from Sony. Because look, to be fair, as much as they love as the Sony fan base loves to talk about how Astrobot got Game of the Year, those sales numbers said all the told the whole story. So I'm like, if you put that in there, which I think would work honestly, because that's right up that's what Smash is. I mean, yeah, that would probably, but it'd be coming from one place. It wouldn't be coming because I think everybody else wouldn't. I don't think anybody would mind outside of the diehards because most gamers, even if you don't like Smash Bros, you respect what it does because it basically is just like gaming's greatest hits, or at least that's what it started out being. At least. There's another one. Got him. And got oh, didn't get him. Got him. Oh yeah, because you could. You know what, Knight? You got a point. They could do Dom and Cole and Bear the Skins. You are right. They could do that. So yeah, that would work. That would actually work. Because like especially if they do like a subspace emissary type deal, and they had all three of them, they'd have to be a level where Samus, Chief, and Marcus Phoenix and Doomslayer all team up. That would have to be the whole level, which would be awesome if they actually did that. Because that would be, of course, that would be a bad day for anybody for any villain that walked in there. Take that. Okay, so where do I come off that? So I need to go this way. Hmm. How do I want to get rid of these guys? It's gonna take too long. Grapples of an enemy. Let's do Hal. And I'll go Flame. Chanel Fox versus Sly Cooper would be awesome. Banjo Kazooie versus Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, that sounds like way too much fun. That sounds like entirely too much fun. I'm not even waste time on that. I'm just gonna zap them or burn flame. Yoshi and Spyro could be fun, or Yoshi and Spyro team up level. Once again, I reminisce over Soul Space Emissary. When you had a fighting game that has a full on side scrolling beat 'em up inside of it. That was actually not bad. I know people have their misgivings about it, but it was still a fun way to get all the characters instead of having doing it the way they that you normally had to do it. Man, you gotta love these Dreamcast graphics. Um, Anybody think that there's any truth to that Resident Evil Code Veronica remake rumor? Because I actually like Code Veronica. It's actually, especially that opening that was on the Dreamcast was actually awesome. But I kind of don't know how I feel about a remake per se because for some reason I didn't really care for the RE2 remake, even though like a lot of people love it. I just kind of didn't care for it. I actually preferred the original, and I think it's because I think the original was just scarier in my opinion. Because it's a whole lot scarier when you can't hardly move. Yeah, if that makes sense. Like the tank controls actually worked for me because of the fact that it was hard for uh it wasn't hard to move, but it was like you knew it was gonna be you knew you only could move a certain amount before stuff would like stick or whatever. It's kind of hard to explain. Man, I like Locke, but and I do feel like he got a bad. He was a good character to just to catch the short end of the stick, just because like people got mad about the marketing behind that. Because yes, the marketing behind that was stupid. Like they marketed it as basically he was taking over for Chief, and they should have never did that, in my opinion. But he was a good character. Mike Coulter did a good job portraying him too. He did a real good job portraying him. Although I will say the Cole Veronica thing, the twins did kind of creep me out in that game because that was just like weird. The twins in that game, they just had that weird dynamic going. You're like, okay, dude, this ain't even this ain't even cool. Dang it. Okay, that didn't work. All right, I thought I could get to that other one before. All right, whatever. That reminds me. They never said when that He-Man and Masters of the Universe side scrolling game coming out, did they? I wonder if we're gonna hear about that this year. And what is up with Deca Police? I have not heard anything on that game since they did that last update like a year ago. Hopefully that's still on board to come out soon. Hopefully, because I was actually looking forward to that game. Hope it doesn't come out around like a time when there's a lot of stuff coming out. Because I'm be like, dude, y'all waited too long. I have said that to so many a game. And here we go. Now that I think about it, back on the Smash Bros. Thing, they could probably actually get my in there now since they gave her that leather suit in City of the Wolves. Okay, so they haven't said anything. All right, thanks, Trinell. Because I was wondering. I'm like, because I know the game originally supposed to came out like early last year or something like that, and the last thing I heard about it was like they said they were still working on it, and that was the last thing I heard. Kind of like with the whole Dragon Quest 12 thing, they showed that graphic, and that was it. We hadn't heard nothing since. And now, since everybody been jumping on the retro bandwagon a little bit, I'm kind of wondering if some of these older games can come out, or some of the more arcadey games can come out, because I think people kind of are getting a little bit tired of the ultra realism. Just because in all honesty, I just don't think ultra realism, while it has its place, it just doesn't need to be in everything. Just like with roguelites and soul likes and open world, like everything doesn't need to have to be open world in 500 hours plus. Like every now and then, yeah, it's not bad, but when it's always that, it kind of makes most of the games don't feel all that special. And that also brings me back to another question for Zelda. Like, okay, so if you played Age of Imprisonment, they beefed up Zelda. They actually did, uh, in my opinion, what I said they were gonna do, which was because everybody knows Breath of the Wild. She was a scholar. She didn't fight. People got mad at Age of Calamity because they were like, Zelda needs to be. I'm like, she's not a warrior though. But in Age of Imprisonment, they actually showed that she actually got trained, which I thought was actually pretty cool. So the question now becomes, oh, come on. Well, all right, let's see how bad this is, because if it's way too bad, I'm gonna jump out. This is probably gonna smash. But uh, what since Zelda, they finally in Age of Imprisonment actually showed that she actually got trained by Queen Sonya. Like, do you use Zelda from Age of Imprisonment in Smash, or do you use Zelda from like Phantom Hourglass or Echoes or whatever? That'll probably be the question, because I think people are gonna be mad if they use Zelda from Echoes. This is the first time this thing crashed on me, by the way. I've heard people having issues with it crashing, but I've never had. This is the very first time this thing's ever crashed on me, and I've had this game since it released, and this is like my third time playing through it. So mm, let's see how bad. Let's see how bad it is. Because I was right at the save point. Yep. Let me get out of this. I'm not going through all that. Right. So let's see. Where is? There we go. And while we're also on that subject, Peach, do you use Princess Peach Showtime Peach, or do you use Like it's time when you're turning. Oh, I forgot about this. And you can pit it against fighters. Oh, one-on-one stamina battles. Huh. I always found it funny that they always had Kirby doing all that craziness. Let's see. What do I want to do? I'll just do like you know what? I haven't done a stamina battle in a while. Let's see how good I am on a battlefield with. Do I want to use Terry or do I want to use Kazuya? Let's see. I would never use the gold one. Silver or you know what? Silver. I freaking hate Steve. Wow. Ooh, my favorite. Get hit. Did I just hurt myself? Yes, I did. Oh, come on. Oh, he got me. Oh, he got me. I hate Steve. I really hate Steve. Janelle, that's devious, man. Showtime Peach and to be extra spicy combined Shulk's arts with Zelda transformation. Yeah, that would be crazy. Fun, but crazy. Let's do Final Destination this time. And who do I want to go with this time? Ken? Let's go Ken. I'm still mad that they didn't actually use like M. Bison as a stage character. Come on, be something I can use. Wait a minute, how? I'm gonna say, like, how in the world? You know, like he was in the middle of the hands and still got out of that. You weren't supposed to be able to do that. Yeah, I can do without Steve. And you know what? The funny thing about Sora is I don't like his moveset in here. And I guess I just can't get used to it. I just don't like his moveset, in all honesty. So yeah, I can see you on that. Because to me, I would have put, like I said, I want Joe Musashi and Ryu Hayabusa. To be fair, where's Terry at? Oh, there he is. You know what? I'm gonna try something. I've never turned my spirits on. So where is my? Hold on, don't I have a? As Ken said, I know I made a set for Terry. At least I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. All right, let me just use. I'll use Ken set. Oh yeah, they were in Project Cross Zone. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, using spirits is kind of cheating. Using spirits is kind of cheating. Okay, I can give you that. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like Ryu Hayabusa and Joe Musashi probably should have been in there in this one. Honestly, like I get like I kind of understand Sora because Sora is a fan favorite. I get it, but I just would have had Ryu and Joe Musashi before I would have put Sora in there, and that's just me. Let's see. No, I know I got a Ryu set. Ken said, no, I got a Ryu set. The Ryu. Do I have a Ryu set? I don't have a Ryu set. Jeez. You know what? I've been lucky. Night. I haven't had a problem with my elite yet. I did have a problem with my other one though. My actual the one that came with the that came with it. I had a problem with that one. Oh no, I did not give him that. Thank you. Okay, that was crazy. We actually tagged each other with the doggone rejuvenation plant. That was hilarious. Yeah, because I had like with mine night, it was like the original one that came with my Series X. Um, that one actually had a problem with the D-pad sticking for some reason. But my Elite, I have an Elite 2, and mine's been fine. So I guess I've been lucky. I know 8-bit those finally about to release their wireless one soon, and that's their 8-bit those about to release their wireless Xbox controller. So I'm interested in picking up one of them because I like 8-bit those work. They've been very good. The ones I have. So I'm very interested in seeing how that works. I do need another controller for my Xbox because right now I only got the one controller, the series my Elite, because my other one is just jacked up. So there's that. Something else I want to. Oh, oh, no. Where's my? There it is. Okay, let me because I want to try out and see something. I was supposed to try something out. I was hoping Shadow would show up to see if we could try to get this. See if he wanted to do a run on Soul Calibur, but I guess he wasn't available today. So let's go make a run on the GameCube NSO real quick before we get out of here. All right. So let's see. Games I have not played. I have not played Fire Emblem Path of Radiance or Wario World. Chibi Robo never did play that one. I think I played Custom Robo when it originally came out. Um, I suck at F Zero, so I am not putting myself through that emotional turmoil. Mario Strikers, I need to play this one because I did not. I had it when it came out, but I rarely played it, so I do need to play that one. Um, I wonder what else they're gonna release. I did hear that whole thing about Metroid Prime Two Echoes, and then they recanted saying that's not coming. So that's interesting. I wonder what the next game is going to be because I would have thought they would have put Eternal Darkness and Star Fox Adventures on Dinosaur Planet on here by now. I don't know about Star Fox Armored Assault just because I think that was I think Namco helped with that one. I would have assumed they would have went on and put Adventures on Dinosaur Planet since that was basically theirs without any kind of outside because at the time Rare was Nintendo's. So and plus Star Fox Adventure on Dinosaur Planet is actually pretty cool. I kind of wouldn't mind another uh, Star Fox Adventure game like that. I kind of wouldn't mind that. Good old Legend of Zelda Link, Ocarina of Time version. So if Soul Calibur does come back, I would like for them to put like Samurai Samoan Ganondorf on it. Since he was using a naginata, a katana, and a chainsaw and whatever else he could get his hands on in Tears of the Kingdom, apparently. I wonder how much money Todd McFarlane got for putting Necrid in here. Good old Maxie. The link was awesomely broken, and nobody got mad about it. nobody played the game ever gets mad about it because you can still lose. Like if you got like a faster character, like they can beat Link. The problem is Link just has too much. If he catch you, he catch you, and that's basically what it is with Link. But yeah, like Link was the most overly broken character, and nobody got mad about it. Now I did hate Inferno. Jeez, I hate Inferno. The epitome of cheating. Let's see. So what do I want to do? I'll probably do a quick little arcade run. I have not beat. I beat it with. I did Links and Takis. So Maxi. Let's see if I can get through this first run with Maxi. Zhanghua. I have not practiced with Maxi at all, so I'm probably going to get worked. Maxi, everybody's favorite Elvis impersonator. Yeah, but still remember some of it. I do still remember some of Maxi's moves. I wonder if Maxi could be a pirate in One Piece. And what would his devil fruit power be? I wonder what devil fruit would he eat though? Or would he not be a devil fruit? Nah, Maxi probably be more of a hockey user. You probably have Conqueror's hockey or something. There you go. Yeah, that's what the yeah. He probably have a Conqueror's hockey or something like that. I hate Voldo. Weirdo. Nope, I am not. I'm gonna keep up the pressure because I do not want to have to deal with you and all that gyrating. I've seen people fight with Voldo and it's scary, but I can't stand this character. That's the one character I can't stand is Voldo. My sentiments exactly, Maxie. Get out of my sight. Oh, versus Taki. This is gonna be interesting. I'm glad nobody's tried to make a movie out of this one. I knew she was gonna hit me with that. See, I can do that too. Uh-huh. Didn't think I could do that. Caught you slipping. Oh, charade. Okay, using Taki's move. Interesting. If you want to keep doing that, get out the ring. It really doesn't matter how many people you got. It really don't. And here we go, Raphael. I'm still mad that they made him a vampire in 4, which didn't make any sense. I remember that combo. All right, there we go. Yep, that's my other favorite one. The only thing about Maxi though is if somebody interrupts the rhythm, it's easy to get off rhythm. And if he gets off rhythm, it's like if he's fighting a power character and the power character gets like with Astaroth, if Astaroth gets a clean hit, then I'm screwed. You do know your heart's on the outside of your chest, right, bro? And there we go. There we go. Okay. Yep. 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 Oh snap! At least it ain't a perfect. Dude, seriously? Oh yeah, yeah. This ain't going to end well for me. I keep missing. Oh yeah, because I'm not close enough. Dang it. All right, so I had to take that for me. That's me. That was on me. Man, put some clothes on. Okay, so okay, let's see. Let me switch this up a little bit. There we go. Oh snap! Ow! Ooh, that did not look good right. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, he kind of contorted my body. I ain't like that. That throw was kind of nasty. Well, not exactly because we haven't beat Inferno yet. So technically, it's not complete. And let's hope you can complete this now. Let's just hope because I actually got something I got to do. So I got to kind of hopefully finish this in one go. Versus Inferno. I know good and well you ain't finna copy me. Yeah, get back. Oh no. Got him. Got him. Okay. Last round. Yoshimitsu. Ah. Okay. Got him. All right. There we go. There we go. I don't know what you forgot, bro, but don't worry. Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates about to come pick you up. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of like how they do these little like pages, make it seem like it's actually pages in a storybook or whatever. Good old Maxie always comes through in a pinch. I gotta remember to do his stuff in the Weapon Master mode so I can get his. There's a couple of nunchucks I like of his. Who remembers memory cards? All right, peeps. I'm gonna call it a live stream. So oh, wrong thing. Didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna do this. All right. I'm gonna call it a live stream. So don't forget we got the Winging It podcast tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Chat will be open as always. Thanks for everybody for showing up. We appreciate you. We will see you guys tomorrow. I think we got a pretty good one. We talk about the controversy of all the stuff that's been happening, and we're going to be taking a look at Tomodachi Life. If you haven't had a chance to, I did do a live reaction for it, and I also have a video up for the bottom of the well from Ocarina of Time. So check those out when you have a chance, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya. Peace.